Continuing in domestic news, it seems that we've been talking a lot about it here on InfoWars. The dollar will collapse. There'll be hyperinflation. And an article posted today on Infowars.com. The headline reads, Senior Obama Official, we are going to kill the dollar. And there was a gentleman by the name of Kyle Bass who works closely with the Obama administration. And here's what he said Obama administration officials told him. Let's go to that video.
How do you solve a problem where you're spending 10% of, you're running a 10% fiscal deficit? You're not going to get growth in the absence of private sector credit demand. So the government's idea right now is we're going to export our way out of this. And when I asked a senior member of the Obama administration last week, how are we going to grow exports if we won't allow nominal wage deflation? And he says, we're just going to kill the dollar. And I said, okay.
There you go. We're going to kill the dollar. And again, Ron Paul's been talking about hyperinflation, the devaluation of the dollar. And if you just hold on tight, later on in the newscast, we're going to talk a little bit more about this issue with Ted Anderson, the founder of Midas Resources, and they obviously specialize in metallic goods like gold, silver. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a really good segment. Now back to other news. In an article posted today on Infowars.com, the headline reads, House of Rothschild hoarding gold in face of coming collapse. The article by Jurianne Mason, if I'm pronouncing that right, says a recent appointment of Rothschild as financial advisor by the board of directors of gold exploration company Spanish Mountain Gold is yet another unmistakable indication that the ancient family is moving the world's gold supply to both emerging markets and central banks worldwide, strengthening the family's monopoly position when the fiat-based house of cards comes crashing down. In the West, later on in the article, you'll see those. You'll see it says many economists project that following the crashes of the euro and the dollar, a return to gold-backed currencies would appear as a world trend. This is only natural, as the fiat currency concept would have been shown to be the farce that it is. It is entirely possible that all currencies could receive a shakeup and an entire worldwide system of gold-backed currencies may develop. If this were to occur, the countries that held the largest amounts of gold at the time would be out in front economically. Yeah, absolutely. So there you go. You've got the Rothschild family is now going to be involved with the company Spanish Mountain Gold. They obviously think that gold is a good investment, but why would they think that? Could they possibly know something that we don't? And in just a moment, we're going to conduct a hard-hitting interview where we're going to talk about this issue with Ted Anderson of Midas Resources. We're also going to talk about how Germany is stockpiling gold as well. And obviously, with the printing of money, you can expect gold to continue to increase in price. Gerald Celente has mentioned that they're actually suppressing the price of gold, because if they didn't suppress the price, people would realize that our paper currency is in trouble. So stay tuned for that hard-hitting interview, but we're now going to go to the Daily Quote, and we're just going to go right to it.
We do not come as aggressors. Our war is not a war of conquest. We are fighting in defense of our homes, our families, and posterity. We have petitioned, and our petitions have been scorned. We have entreated, and our entreaties have been disregarded. We have begged, and they have mocked when our calamity came. We beg no longer. We entreat no more. We petition no more. We defy them.
An amazing quote, and we'll be right back in just one moment with Ted Anderson of Midas Resources. We're going to talk about gold.
ProPure is introducing Pro One. All of your filtration in one system, portable, on the go. This is a revolutionary system, and I am so pleased to be able to introduce it to you. This is the Pro One by ProPure. You wanted it, you got it. No more do you have 2 or 3 filters to just reduce sodium fluoride. You have a system that cuts out the sodium fluoride and up to 95% of hydrofluorosilicic acid. Advanced manufacturing technology combines silver-impregnated white ceramic with new Aquametics Advanced Media for removal of fluoride and other heavy metals, all in one filter element. In the last 20 years, companies have developed technologies that will cut out classical fluoride, sodium fluoride, with a secondary filter. Because sodium fluoride and its derivatives are so incredibly tiny, some of it still gets through, so you've got to add a secondary fluoride filter onto it, which still doesn't cut out some types of fluoride. Ladies and gentlemen, ProPure for 2 years has been quietly developing this with scientists and engineers. It was designed in the U.S. They only have factories that can make this in England. So it's made in England, and this is the only filter that not only cuts out the other bad contaminants and also the fluoride in one step, it cuts out the acid derivative of fluoride. It is the only one that does it, and out of the gates, we have it discounted at 10% off with promo code WATER. This is the system you need to add to all of the ProPure systems that you've gotten from InfoWarsStore.com. The new Pro 1 filter element does it all. Water, fluoride, and other heavy metals. This is 2-stage filtration in one filter element. To be clear, Pro 1 water filters, designed and created by ProPure, are the only gravity-fed filters out there, period, that don't just cut out so-called sodium fluoride, but cut out what is added to most water supply systems, and that is hydrofluorosilicic acid, which is a hopped-up, energized form of fluoride that is literally dozens of times more deadly to your body. That's what's being added to almost every municipal water supply, not just here in the United States, but in Canada, England, the UK in general, and much of Europe. New Pro 1 filter elements are good for more than 2,400 gallons, blowing away the competition. The ProPure Pro 1 is a revolution in gravity-fed filters. Take advantage of this today. It's a win-win. Support the InfoWar by purchasing it from InfoWarsStore.com. Support the broadcast and get the lowest price out of the gates anywhere. So no matter where you live in the world, it is time to get the latest development in gravity-fed water filtration, up to 95% of hydrofluorosilicic acid. No other filter can cut any of that out. Only ProPure and their new system, Pro 1. All available at InfoWarsStore.com or by calling 888-253-3139. This is the only system that in one unit helps reduce or remove pesticides, herbicides, chloramines, ammonia, and chlorine, hydrofluorosilicic acid, the most common form of fluoride not covered by other fluoride filter brands, and sodium hexafluorosilicate. This is a revolution against the tyrants. They love putting the toxic acid base of fluoride into your water. They love the fact that it's an adjuvant supercharging the trace Prozac in the water and the hormones and the other chemicals. They love the fact that it supercharges the GMOs that you're eating. By cutting out fluoride, you cut out the turbocharger in all the poison being artificially introduced into your body. This is what I use. It's a win-win. You get a high-quality product at the lowest price. You support the InfoWar. Get your ProPure with the new Pro 1 filter today at InfoWarsStore.com or by calling 888-253-3139.